everyone, welcome to session 2. Super happy you're here. Today, I was thinking what we can start doing, it's smaller sessions that are recorded, and then right after we could stay a bit longer and do a workshop. So for those of you who want to implement whatever we're teaching, you could stay and we could implement it. So that way it's always like, let's say 30-minute sessions. I could put the upload back into YouTube so you guys could watch the replays after, which makes it a lot more fun for you guys because it's shorter sessions than a 1-hour session. That way we'll cover less per session, but everybody will progress. Instead of having like a bunch of things, learned and then we don't implement and, 1 year, 2 year passes and we're still in the same spot. So I really want to make sure that every week we kind of like have a chunk out of the way. And with AI, we can get that done pretty quickly. We're good? All right. So today we're going to quickly go over Classroom because some of you are not very familiar with Classroom. I would say most of you are not familiar with Classroom. I just started Classroom and I'm actually loving it. So we'll take a look quickly of like the latest updates that I put in there. Then we'll look into niche selection. So niche, different names for same thing. So we'll look into the niche selection of how you guys could have a niche. So some of you I know are looking to create a community. Some of you are looking to create a course. Some of you are looking to do coaching. Some of you are looking to just get more sales in, let's say, finance. I know some of you are in the finance world and you're looking to get more clients. So even though you're already have an idea of who's your niche, we're gonna, fine tune it to get and see how you can get more clients with that. And then some people say, yeah, but I don't feel like an expert, right? Like, I don't know, based on my experience, I feel like I know nothing. We're all the same. We all feel like we've accomplished nothing in the last few years or since we're born, we feel like we know nothing. Yet we're the 1% that knows the most in one thing or in 2 things or in 10 things. So we're going to, figure out how to use your own expertise to build something around that. It could be a community, a course, a coaching business or whatnot. Okay. So I have the prompts that I got ready for you guys that we'll go over. So now let's look very quickly at the Classroom platform. So AI Scaling School is the platform. I think all of you have the link. If not, I will share the link and how to get there. Let me put the link to make sure everybody has it. So invite, copy. Okay, so I just put the link in the chat. So if ever you're not part of school yet, in my community, click on the link. I'm also going to give you the link to my YouTube channel, which, guys, there's not much yet, but there's things I'm going to start putting in there. My channel is monetized. So I'm like super stoked about that. So in the future, we can I could show you guys how I did it to get it monetized. So that could be a topic for those of you who are interested in having a YouTube channel. And now I'm building content. So I'm going to start putting content every week. I have a team, but it's been a bit of a hassle. So I'm kind of going to start going out there. I realize when there's so many roadblocks, sometimes it's because life is just telling you something. Everybody's been telling me, you need to go out there and put your face there. I was trying to do those faceless channels and it's been like quite a journey. So now it turns out that I'm going to be putting my face in there. So you'll see me on the videos, guys. All right, so let's go back to school. So you got the 2 links. So super happy for you to join both communities. Dashboard. No. Okay, there you go. Classroom. So for those of you who missed last session, I uploaded the session. So right here, you'll just click on the session 1. So you'll go to community if you want to write something, which I encourage you guys to write because I want to start building the community there. And then you go to Classroom. When you go to Classroom, you go to Client Magnet. I might change the name, but for now it's called Client Magnet. And you click on session 1. And then you could play and it's going to take you to the YouTube channel. So basically you'll watch it through the YouTube, but it'll be on the Classroom platform. So that's where you watch it. And then session 2, right after today's session, I'm going to upload it here directly under week 2, session 2. I'm going to put the replay and hopefully it won't be a super long session. It'll be a 30-minute session. And then for those of you that want to stay, we could stay and implement what we're learning. So that's for the Classroom. For the niche selection. So we're going to look into the different ways we can build and have our own niche. So for ChatGPT, you can have the free version. You could upload it on your phone. Great point. So I would suggest you guys all upload it on your phone. It's an app called ChatGPT. Make sure that you're downloading the right one because I think there's different names for different things and they're not ChatGPT. So make sure you have the right one that is ChatGPT. So you have it on your phone. I have it on my phone and I even saved it on the bottom. So like I have access every day and it's like I'm using it at least 30 times a day. We can go on Google and you just type ChatGPT. And it's going to be that logo. So make sure when you take it on the phone, it has this logo, ChatGPT. You click on it. Okay, so you could go with the free version. And if you want to use it more after, you could use the ChatGPT 4. And that one, it's $20 a month. I have it on my phone. Perfect. OpenAI. Let's try this one. Okay, so I think that's the one actually. So go on the second one. It's called OpenAI, introducing ChatGPT, OpenAI. So you click on that. And then you go try ChatGPT, and then you sign up. And like I said, it's free. And it's a must. Like it's going to turn out to become like your assistant, like your virtual assistant to do everything for you. And then you could go, once you're in, log in. But in my case, it logs me in automatically now. So the importance is to have it somewhere so that you could use it. I like I said, I use it mostly on my phone, but when I'm on the computer, I'll use it on my computer because it's practical and they sync to each other. So whatever search I do on the computer, when I go on my phone, I'm able to go back and find it on my phone and vice versa. Okay, perfect. So let's close this. So now that everybody has it, let's look into niche selection. So we're kind of starting off the bat because I said I want to do 30-minute sections. So we'll always just go to the core of one topic and getting it nailed down and out of the way. So today we're doing niche selection. So one of the prompts we could use is act as a market researcher. So remember, ChatGPT could be your assistant. Imagine yourself as a CEO, and I'm sure back in like up until now, you've been doing most of the work yourself, unless you have a team, but you've been doing most of the work yourself or hire a VA and try to coach the VA. And it's been a hassle trying to coach the VA because like you have to train her on everything and you have no time to train her. So, or him. So now you have this opportunity of building your own team of different individuals with amazing expertise. So imagine you're the CEO of your company and you have like a marketing expert in your team. Imagine you have a market researcher in your team. Imagine you have an HR expert in your team. Imagine you have a sales manager who's an expert who was like the top 1% in sales in your team, right? So you're able to kind of build that team around your business. So in the next session, like next week, we're going to look into how to build these kind of characters so that you are able to tap into their expertise. And it could be like 20 years expertise, right? And that would cost you $100,000 to hire these people or even more. So you'll be able to have these people and have them saved up on your computer, on your phone, and be able to tap on their expertise. Okay, so that's very cool. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of glimpse into it today just to show you guys how you could like progress super fast. And every week we're just going to dive deeper and deeper and deeper. So in terms of the niche selection, let's say we're going to use a prompt and we're going to say, act as a market researcher. Give me a list of top niches to target. I'm looking to start creating courses online. So that could be one of the prompt that you use, right? Another prompt that you could use is, can you give me the top 100 most profitable niches to start creating courses on? And we can start with the same thing and say, act as a market researcher with 15 years expertise. And then we say, can you give me top 100 most profitable niches to start creating courses on? Okay, so let's try that. I'm going to go into ChatGPT. So let's try that. So act as a market researcher with 15 years experience. Can you give me the top 100 most profitable niches to start creating courses on? Does that sound good? I would also like to start coaching eventually and offer high ticket offers, right? Because you don't want to just the $10 thing or the $30 thing or the $40 thing. Eventually you might want to charge $5,000, $10,000, $2,000, $30,000. whatever it is, right? So you want to see something that is profitable, that there's money to be made in, and it's a researcher. So he's used to knowing how to research the internet for you. And remember, when you use ChatGPT, and that's something to know actually, when you use ChatGPT 4, the paid version, it's going to actually search the net. So that's kind of an advantage though. Okay, so let's do the search. So here's a list of the top 100 profitable niches for creating courses and eventually offering high-ticket coaching. So we have personal development, mindset and all that, leadership skills. I have somebody in the group who's a leadership coach. He's doing extremely well. So he coaches leaders, entrepreneurship, business management, marketing strategies, digital marketing, social media marketing, content creation, branding. Like these are all the things you guys are looking to learn, right? So if somebody has some kind of knowledge in these topics, they could certainly help. Sales techniques, communication skills, public speaking, time management, productivity hack. Like, guys, I'm sure you would be buying courses and learning all these things, right? Stress management, mindfulness and meditation. I have somebody in the group that specializes in that. Health and wellness, fitness and exercise. So they're all here. Okay, so you could just basically go over the list and see if there's something in there that resonates with what you like, what you're passionate about, what you would like to do. So it says these niches are not only profitable, but also a high demand for online courses and coaching services. You can leverage your expertise in area to create valuable content and attract clients. So what I could say now is I could say, okay, well, life coaching is very large, relationship coaching is very large, sport coaching. So we could see there's a lot of coaching in here because we said we want to do coaching. But some of them are vague, like marketing and whatnot. So let's say I asked ChatGPT, so can you help me niche it down even more so I could stand out in a crowded market? So let's take this prompt and put it into the prompts we have here. And let's add it. And there you go. Let's see what ChatGPT gives us. Absolutely. To niche down further, consider combining 2 or more of the broad niches to create a more specialized focus. So now we have personal development for entrepreneurs, right? So you're like specializing on a specific niche. Focus on mindset, productivity, and leadership skills, specifically for entrepreneur. Digital marketing for small businesses, health and wellness for busy professionals, investing for beginners, mindfulness and meditation for corporate teams. So you could pick one of these. Let's say you do mindfulness and meditation for corporate teams. That could be one area that you could focus on, but then you could say, yeah, but is there other target markets aside from this one that you think I could go after that is profitable? So this is a way to niche it even more. And if there's one that you would like, let's say copywriting or podcasting. Podcasting is a big one. Can you? And remember, like, I went with high ticket, right? I mentioned I want to do eventually high ticket. If I didn't mention a high ticket, it probably would come up with different type of hobbies and different types of businesses that you could go after. So it's really up to you. I like to put high ticket because I'll show you. It's interesting to do the ascending ladder after. Okay, so let's go with this. So then you can have a niche here that says podcasting for entrepreneurs. Teach entrepreneurs how to start and grow a podcast to build their brand and reach a wider audience. It could be podcasts for authors and writers. I mean, there's a humongous market of authors and writers, right? Podcasting for coaches and consultants. Same thing, podcasts for personal development, health and wellness, and so forth. Okay, so that's how you niche it down. But you can even say, can you niche it down even more than this? You could go like 2-3 layers down, and that's how you could end up becoming that blue ocean in that like super competitive market, because now you're specializing in that one little thing. And then people would be like, oh, that's the go-to person who does podcasts for authors and writers. And then you teach them and you coach them on that. And you may feel like, oh, I don't know that much on that particular topic. But nowadays you could become an expert in no time because you'll have a team of experts that will build for your business. Good. All right. So I want you to do this exercise. And for those of you that want to stay after the session, we could stay and you could play around with it and test it out. Now I want to do another exercise for your niche, because some of you feel, and I fall in the same boat, that you don't know anything, that you don't have any experience, that you have nothing to teach, nothing to help, that nobody will come in your community. And it's a normal feeling to feel because we compare ourselves to others and we always feel like it's greener on the other side and everybody else knows more than us. But know that you know more than like the majority of the people in so many things. And especially now that you're going to learn about AI, you're going to be in the 1%, guys, in any topic that you want, really, right? So you'll just need to progress week by week and you'll in no time become the 1%. So now let's go with your own expertise. So I just want to show you, because I did it for myself. So what I did is I asked ChatGPT to use my background, my expertise. I didn't think too much of it. Like I just kind of started typing and just kind of going with my expertise. You could spend more time on this, but I'll just show you what I did last night. So I went and I created a prompt and I said, act as an expert course creator. And I'll give you guys this prompt, okay? But I said, act as an expert course creator and business consultant. I have been working as a consultant in the government teaching Fortune 500 companies. I have been teaching on money, credit, and real estate. So right now I'm kind of giving my expertise of what stuff that I know. I also studied in marketing and I was a university professor assistant. During my time in university, I competed in commerce games and helped business owners with their business and marketing. I used to do workshops on marketing, helping students ace their exams. I worked in telemarketing for years. Those were my first jobs. I was #1 in sales when I worked in corporate. I have an MBA. I bought many trainings on marketing and online business over the years, and I know more than most people. Can you help me find a few niches that can be profitable based on my expertise? I would like to coach and create online courses. I launched a leadership community at the government. I launched Information Hub where I put all the resources in one place for employees to find. It became the good go-to resource. Now it might sound like I'm bragging, guys, but you all have the right, okay? Your entire life, you have accomplished things. You have a passion, you have hobbies, you have things that you love and enjoy doing, and you dismiss it as like, oh, it's not that important. Like my MBA, I usually don't even mention it. For me, it's like, oh, I have an MBA. But for my mom, it's like the biggest pride in the world, right? Yep. So for your kids, for your family, like there's things that you know that are your colleagues that they come to you for your expertise. So I want you to kind of prepare this as if you're going for a job interview. And you line up every single thing that you are good at, that you like to do, that you can help others with, that you've ever tried to do, but you're not there yet, but you like to do. Put everything on that one paragraph, okay? And like I said, we're going to stay at the end of the session for those of you who want to try it out and put it, okay? It could be that you just enjoy sales, but you're not the best one, but you're good at teaching others, or you enjoy helping others with X. It could be that you had a puppy and you trained your puppy to, you know, go on that pee-pee pad. Like that's something I would like to learn from you because I don't know how to do that, right? So anything, don't dismiss it. Anything that you had accomplished over your life, put it in that one paragraph. And then we're going to ask ChatGPT to come up with ideas, okay? So I'll show you what I did with mine. So I'll take this. I'm just going to copy whatever I read to you guys, okay? And I'm going to press on enter. So personal finance mastery for young professionals. Right? I mean, I've been teaching financial institutions, so I could teach others about personal finance. Heck, I could teach you guys about personal finance, right? Real estate investing strategies. I don't feel I know that much, but I'm sure I know more than the average person. So I could technically probably teach on that. Government leadership and management, I have no interest in that. Marketing for small businesses. Well, that's what I'm kind of doing, right? So marketing for small businesses. I forgot to mention on my thing about AI, guys. Right? I'm sure we'd come up with AI stuff. So in my paragraph, I forgot to mention that I'm into AI and I like to teach other people about AI, and it would probably come up with ideas about AI. And you could do the same because I think all of you are interested in AI. Sales mastery for telemarketers. So I could teach about sales marketing. But here, the telemarketers, it could be somebody else. It could be sales mastery. So I could create a course on sales, how to make sales. Credit repair management, I could teach on that. And government resource management. So basically, At the government, I created a hub with all the resources. Well, that's what I'm doing right now. It's not public yet, but I'm creating a hub with all the AI resources, the best AI resources on the internet. I'm scraping them, finding where there are, and putting them into one place, right? So I'm leveraging the experience that I have over the years, and I'm going to create content and courses and coaching to help others. So I would suggest to do the exact same thing if you feel like me, that you're like, I don't know what to teach people, I don't know what to do. And even though, let's say, real estate investment strategies, I don't feel like I'm the best at this, with ChatGPT and a bit of time, I could easily create a program on that people would buy. And there's a huge market on that. So think of it that way too. See it as a seed that you could like make it grow. Because your confidence, we're going to build it together as a group. We're good? So let me go back to my little document. And as we progress over the weeks, we're going to go through the content of Alex Hormozi, which is the owner of, I don't know if you guys see me now. But anyways, Alex Hormozi, he has the 100 million leads book, and he has another book too. We're going to go through his content. I'm going to incorporate it and use AI to actually go faster. And Russell Brunson, he came out with a new book. It's called The Linchpin. So we're going to use like the elements in his book. And that's going to be a lot for the offers and funnels and stuff like that as we go. So in the program of Russell Brunson, he talks a lot about the value ladder. So the value ladder, for those of you who are not very familiar with it, the value ladder is you start with a bait. So you start with something usually for free that a lot of people are interested in. So it would be called a lead magnet. So a lead magnet would be like, let's say I take the gaming industry. Who is interested in X game? Whoever is interested in those games are going to say me, because they're part of a community and they're all interested in that community, right? If you say, I have something that just came out, news about this product or this gaming, whatever, who wants to know about it, who wants to have access to it or whatever, they're into that. They're going to say me. That's a bait. You just want them to raise their hand and say, I'm interested, whatever it is. So if it's about personal finance, let's say in my case, it's I came up with this calculator that could calculate how much money you'll have at retirement. Who wants to have it for free? People are going to say, I'm interested. I don't want to check out my numbers. They don't need to show me their numbers, but they could take the calculator and calculate their stuff. They'll say me, because they want to know how are they going to have much money at retirement, right? So it could be about weight loss. It could be about anything. And in the next few sessions, we're going to look into how to create these baits using ChatGPT. And we're going to look at what are the best baits on the market, what are people using, and we're going to model them because we don't need to reinvent the wheel. So if we look at the bait here, what's interesting is he wrote continuity program. Continuity program, it's membership. So it's what I'm doing with school. So right now, my membership is free. I'm building a community. It's free. But eventually, I will have communities that are paid. And that's what he's teaching people to do. He's teaching people you should have a community program, a continuity program. So he has one himself at different layers. He has one at $97. He has one at, I think, $197. And I think he has one at $297. But those are per month, guys. So it's the same concept. It's you can have a continuity program, would be a course. It could be a membership that you charge $7 a month, $20 a month, $30 a month, $97 a month, 99,000, like it could be $97 a month, or it could even be $997 a month, right? So depending on the value stack and the value that people are getting out of it, you could create different types of programs. And you may feel today that you don't have anything that people would want to buy for $1,000 a month, but you know that could change very fast, especially as you develop your skills with AI. So front end, it could be an offer that is $7, it could be $14, and it doesn't have to be a membership. It's just like a one-time deal because you want to see who are your purchaser, because somebody who purchases is super, super valuable, right? Because if they buy even for $1, they're worth so much more than somebody who will just be a freebie seeker, right? So the freebie seekers are great, but at the end of the day, it's a business. It's not a hobby. So you want to also make sure that in your community, you have people that are willing to pay. And then you have your middle offers. Your middle offers are things that you could sell for a course for $397, $297, $497. So usually it's like between $197 to $497. That would be your middle offer. And your back end offer, it's where you're going to offer things that are more expensive. It will be your coaching. So you could offer something at 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. And you could break it down. It could be coaching to teach, but it could also be done for you services. So as we go, you'll learn, ways to do it done for you, even have a team behind you that does it. And then you could charge people big money. There's real estate agents or people who have businesses that are willing to pay $2,000 a month for services, right? So there's many ways of making money. But what's interesting is that you need to bring them in through a bait, something that attracts them, that says, I'm interested, so that you don't chase them. They say, no, I want to know more. I'm interested. And then you ascend them higher and higher. And we're going to get ChatGPT to actually help us craft this whole thing. So some people never cracked the code on this. For years, they're still trying to figure out what's the bait, what's going to be their front end, what's going to be their middle, what's going to be their back end. But now with ChatGPT, we can have it help us create every single one of these. So we're going to end it at that. And I know it might sound simple, but it's not, because most people are actually stuck on determining their niche for years. Next week, we're going to dive deeper into understanding your audience and your niche. So once we determine like who's our niche, who we want to go after, we're going to determine but who's willing to pay and who's our most profitable target market. So then we'll identify the target market, we'll determine their pain points, what's making them, not sleep at night, what's scaring them. So I'll show you different techniques for validation. And we'll leverage ChatGPT for deeper research and validation. And we'll also use market research with AI. So I'll show you guys how to go deeper with different tools that exist. Mainly, we'll use ChatGPT, but I'll show you different tools that exist. Okay, so I really want to take it like topic by topic, week by week, to show you guys the progression, because I could spend like 2 hours just chatting, get you guys all pumped up, but at the end of the day, nobody does anything. And that's not the goal. I want this community to be a community of doers, of action takers, and that you see your progression, that you look one day behind you and you're like, how did I get here? Like, how did this happen? But it's really by doing momentum and taking action week after week. I'm going to stop the recording now. And then for those of you that want to stay, we'll just like start doing it.